When people think of D-Day, they picture the beaches, the chaos of Omaha, Juneau, and Sword. But the real key to Normandy lay several kilometers inland, the city of Caen. Caen was the heart of Normandy's road system, the crossroads that controlled movement toward Falaise, Paris, and the Seine. If the Allies wanted tanks to break out into open country, they needed Caen, and the Germans knew it. Within hours of the landings on June 6th, British and Canadian commanders made a drastic decision: bomb the city itself. The goal was simple: stun the Germans, block reinforcements, and clear a path for Allied armor. That evening, the sky over Caen turned red as hundreds of Allied bombers dropped more than 2,000 tons of explosives. Entire neighborhoods collapsed. Flames lit the night like a second sunrise. But the result was a tragedy. Many bombs missed military targets. Instead of breaking German lines, they fell into civilian districts, homes, markets, schools, churches. In a single night, over 400 civilians were killed, and by the end of the Normandy campaign, the battles for Caen would claim nearly 3,000 civilian lives. Survivors described the night as an apocalypse. Families hid in cellars, praying the next bomb wouldn't bury them alive. And then came the cruel irony. Even after the destruction, the German defenses were still standing. The rubble created choke points that slowed Allied tanks. Panzer divisions used collapsed buildings as natural fortifications, turning Caen into a deadly maze of snipers and machine gun nests. Throughout June and July, the fight for Caen became one of the bloodiest chapters of the entire Normandy invasion. Operations Perch, Charnwood, and Goodwood battered the city again and again. British and Canadian units suffered tens of thousands of casualties in the grinding street-by-street fighting. German armored divisions were eventually shattered, but only after weeks of combat and relentless destruction. By the time Caen was fully liberated on July 19th, the medieval city, a place that had stood since the time of William the Conqueror, was nearly erased. Roughly 75% of Caen lay in ruins. Historians still debate whether the bombing was necessary or a devastating mistake, but what cannot be debated is the human cost. A city liberated but shattered. A reminder that even a righteous cause, like the liberation of Europe, can cast a long shadow over those caught in its path. Today, Caen has risen again, rebuilt from ashes. But the memory of that night, the night the city was destroyed to help win a war, still echoes through its streets.